Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Overlord. This is the movie produced by J.J. Abrams, and this is basically the story. It takes place on the eve of D-Day. Uh, it follows this one unit who has to basically to infiltrate this little small town in France and basically take down this radio tower that's allowing the Nazis to communicate with the people in Normandy. And so they want to cripple that communication. So when they land on the beach in Normandy, that's by surprise. And so this unit is tasked with getting into the small town. Okay, and like I said, if you see the trailer, you see what basically chaos happens on the way there, and basically they're shot down. And there's only a few survivors, actually four survivors, and they basically have to you know infiltrate this town, which is patrolled by Nazis and stuff, and try to capture town and try to sneak into the radio tower and basically blow it up. They have a weapons expert that's been flown in for this, especially for this mission. His name is Ford, played by Wyatt Russell, and then they have Boyce, played by Jovan Adopa. He's like the sole black soldier in this unit. He's just fresh off the farm, literally. Okay, and then he has just two other comrades as with him. The most famous guy that you see is Ian DeSacker, who was Fritz on Agents of Shield. He plays a photographer named Chase, one of the soldiers. Okay, and they have to basically infiltrate this thing at the same time, hide out from the Nazis. But thrown into this mix, this World War II setting, is a little horror. Okay, because as they sneak into the town and stuff, they discover to their horror that these Nazis are experimenting on the townsfolk and experimenting with their own soldiers to try to build like this perfect army. uh, and it's again, this is a great mix of horror and war. Okay, and you have soldiers and you have the villagers and stuff, and they meet this group. They kind of run into this girl named Chloe. That she has her little brother and her aunt, and she kind of forced to take them in, and of course, and they have to try to again survive, and they have only a couple of hours to sneak into that fortress and knock down the radio tower and stuff and blow it up. Okay, so the Normandy success can be the D-Day landing can be a success. Okay, so that's their mission, and of course into this mission they find out these Nazis are doing this horror, and this movie is insane, and I was thoroughly entertained all the way through and bite my nails all the way through this. This was really a well done movie. Again, nice mix of action in the World War II setting, and also you have this horror that's going on literally with these Nazi scientists experimenting on these people, and some of the things you have to see to believe, and some of it's just it's insane to watch. And this cast, I think, does a really good job, playing the soldiers, because you get all these different types. You got the young naive guy. You got the veteran, grizzly veteran who's in charge of the mission to blow everything up. And then you have the wise aching, been there, done it all soldier. And then you have the photographer who's basically there, doesn't really belong in a war setting. Okay. And then you have the resistance lady, the tough chick, that's the resistant chick. And like I said, it all works pretty well to me. I thought this movie was very well done, nice intense action, and the horror aspect of it just amplifies the tension in this movie, and it's just insane and crazy, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. This movie's intense and nail biting, and just and that's a great mix to put a horror inside this this tense situation already, with them having to do this almost suicidal mission at the same time, and also deal with the horror aspect of it as well. And again, very good performances by the whole cast, and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie a lot. Definitely enjoyed this a lot. I'm gonna give this movie I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It just really had the nice mix of the action, the horror, which really just, and some of the horror, like I said, is just really intense. And again, this makes the tension even more insane. And I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, and I give it a 7 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. Definitely go see it. Anyway, let me know what you think of Overlord. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below, and if you like this reaction, please review, excuse me, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box, as well as a link to my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.